Happy Monday, Cafe. Hope you all had a great weekend. You know why we love Mondays at the Cafe? Because it means we have a NFL primetime game tonight, and we are on a 10-0 run in primetime on our even money parlays. We've hit our last 5 video plays that you've seen in these, but we've also hit our last 5 extra plays in the Cafe membership in primetime. It's been absolutely absurd. We're 5-1 overall in NFL Week 5. The one loss, one reception yesterday on our day 4 of the ladder from Javonte Williams. You'll see our NFL Sunday, we went 3-1, up 1.95 units. It was a really nice day to continue a bit of a heater we got going on at the Cafe. But Javonte Williams goes absolutely off, 100-something rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, his 1 reception, a touchdown catch. Garrett Wilson, Dalton Schultz, Kamara doubling what we need. Could have been the most sweat-free day for us we've had in a long time overall, but the Cowboys just went so far up ahead against the Jets early. They really didn't have to be as aggressive at passing the ball like we thought. Javonte 6-5-3 the weeks before. No CeeDee Lamb. Love the spot. It's sad he doesn't pull through, but what somewhat made up for it is both our extra plays in the early slate hit. That extra play for 4 p.m. you saw, I posted that in the last YouTube video. So if you watched and also tailed that, we got a really nice sweat-free win there as well. Pretty much everything here was sweat-free. Jacoby Myers in that first play did make us wait till the fourth quarter. That one had us nervous, but that comes through. And then we usually would have posted a video for that Sunday Night Football play, but wanted to wait for this game tonight. So we did send out 1 extra play for Sunday Night Football. It locked in a 3-1 day overall. But that Javonte Williams catch, I know, I'm pissed, but we're taking it to primetime. We've had our last 10 primetime plus 100s overall. Our last 5 in these videos. We're looking for our 6th straight primetime plus 100 hit. Maybe go on a 12-0 run, including the extra play tonight. We got Chiefs at Jags. The Chiefs are favored by 3.5, over under 45.5. Aside here, love the Chiefs. I just feel like people, they're sleeping on the Chiefs. I know they're the Chiefs. How do you sleep on the Chiefs with how good they've been? But after that first 2 games, people are saying they're not the same team. They're not the Super Bowl team. They did look kind of tough, but coming off 2 wins, a big statement win against the Ravens last week. You've now got Xavier Worthy back. I think they're getting better and better week by week, which is what the Chiefs do. Meanwhile, the Jaguars have maybe slightly overperformed. If you saw Chiefs Jaguars on the schedule going into the season, you would think the spread on this should be like 7, 8.5, 3.5. I think the Chiefs could potentially show you that they're the Chiefs tonight. I'll give you a little sneak peek leg on the extra play tonight. We have Chiefs plus 3.5 as one of the legs. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they show up tonight. I think they put up a good amount of points against this tough Jags pass defense, which is where we're going to get right into the play that goes along with that tough pass defense, because we have our first 2 legs. We're going to have 4 players tonight. And the first 2 legs, we got Patrick Mahomes, 175 plus passing yards and 1 plus passing touchdown. He's at the yards in 47 of his last 50, averaged around 225. No, averaged like 242 last season. He's at a passing touchdown in 17 straight. Jags, like I said, 24th against the pass this season after being 32nd last season. They were last. He's also hit this. He's had the yards in all 5 career games against the Jaguars. He's had 2, 4, and 3 passing touchdowns in his last 4 against them. Patrick Mahomes has got Xavier Worthy back. Jags, decent against the run, middle of the pack. We think with how bad their pass defense is, Mahomes is going to show up in primetime like he always does. Jags, solid against the run, but not solid enough, we think, where Pacheco doesn't get 10 or more rushing yards. Said this in 43 of his last 44 games, 22 or more in all 4 this season, averaged well over triple this last year. Rush attempts line at 8.5. We just need 10 yards from him. He's also played the Jaguars 3 times in his career, had 70 or more in all 3. We need 10 yards from him. I know the Chiefs running game hasn't looked great. They haven't been going to it much, but we're asking for 10 yards from Pacheco. Love him to get that done. And then we're taking it to the other side of the ball for these last 2 guys. We got Trevor Lawrence, 150 plus passing yards. Gotten that in 39 of his last 40. The only one in those 40, he missed it. A game he got injured, I believe, in the first half, which is why I didn't hit it. 170 or more in all 4 this season. 215 or more in all 3 he's played in his career against the Chiefs. Also a birthday game at home in prime time. Love him to show up for 150. And like I said, we personally like the Chiefs to win this one. Maybe the Jags are playing from behind here, and he needs to be passing it. And hopefully 2 of those go to Travis Hunter, the second overall pick in the draft. I know we don't have these stats and the consistency props to look at where we can say 24 of his last 25. He's played 4 games. He's hit this in 3 of them, and he's had 3 or more receptions in all 3 of those that he got this. First big primetime game. Obviously, if you're the NFL, you want this guy to be a big part of the broadcast with how much hype you've had on him. The Jaguars know that. Everyone knows that. You are going to be sure, if you're the Jaguars, to get the ball to Travis Hunter, because if you don't, the announcers are just going to be pointing out how you're not utilizing your number 2 overall draft pick. We think they get him the ball no matter what, at home, prime time against the Chiefs for at least 2 catches. That's all we're asking for him here. And this comes together at plus 100. Love this to pull through. Mahomes in prime time. Pacheco for just 10 rushing yards. Trevor Lawrence, and then Travis Hunter. Hopefully, all 4 of these guys can pull through to hit our 6th straight plus 100 in prime time. And then, of course, we will also have, if you're in the Cafe membership, the daily extra play, which we already sent out. I said one of the 4 legs on there, Chiefs plus 3.5. Looking for another 2-0 night. I'm still so upset that the latter play lost yesterday. The vibes would be absolutely immaculate right now if we could have hit that. They're only slightly immaculate because that's a tough one. If one play is going to lose on an NFL Sunday, that's not the one we would have liked. But let's bounce back with this W. Hopefully, we can get it done. Love the play. Fingers crossed. I'll talk to you guys later.